Oh, well. Retention gave you clearer skin and more energy. Congrats, bro. You just turned your vital life force into a supplement. This was never about the benefits. Never has been, never will be. This is about getting over and gaining dominion and control of your goddamn urges, is what it's about. You don't need another dopamine hit. What you need is an exorcism, is what you need. This is not about benefits. It has always been so much more than that. This is about burning alive, burning away the old version of you that chased pleasure and chased women and was addicted. That's what this whole thing is about. It's about killing the parasite of lust, because make no mistake, this addiction is so detrimental because it will take years to destroy your life. It will suck the energy, suck the consciousness right out of your goddamn soul. And I hate to have to put it like that, but if you don't get a hold of this stuff now, while hopefully you are young, I hope whoever's watching on the other side of the screen, you're still young. You still have time and energy to save. God forgive you. God help you if you're 65 and you just realized you've given your whole life away to the screen. All your life force and energy and attention and consciousness away to pixels. Because I don't know what to say to you. You're kind of fucked, is what you are. But to the people that still have time, energy, and attention left to save, that is who I'm speaking to tonight. You know, you have to get this demon, this parasite of lust out of your nervous system while you still can, or stay weak. It's your choice. And I say this as a man who still struggles with this stuff. And I will continue to struggle because this is my battle to fight. Because it is truly a battle. You go to battle with yourself every single day. Every single day. Who cares about the clearer skin? About more energy and vigor and drive in the gym? And I was inspired to make a business. The biggest benefit is above all of the benefits. The biggest benefit is the fact that you now have a hold over your own mind, over your own will, and you are not a slave to women, and you are not a slave to your lust. Because the only power that a woman has over you is basically the fact that she's got an ass and titties, and you want it, so now she can tell you what to do, because you'll do anything to get that. Because you are a little addict. But if you get over that, you now have true dominion and true control over your mind. You've basically been chasing the benefits like a little boy chasing frickin' candy. Oh, but the benefits, oh, clear skin, the glow, you know, right? This was never about feeling good. It was about killing, murdering in cold blood the version of you that was still a slave to lust. That's a bar. You can write that down. Screw the benefits, dude. Seriously, screw the benefits. I just want to be conscious. I just want to be a man who has control over his own mind, that cannot be told to do anything that he does not feel is aligned truly with himself, with his energy, with his soul. I want to be a man who has access to his own conscious will. And if you continue to walk the path of celibacy, of semen retention, of nofap, whatever you'd like to label it, you just get over this goddamn fucking addiction. If you just get over it, you will become that guy, one of the few men left in our world that has control over his own mind, who gives a crap that you went from benching 70-pound dumbbells to benching the 100-pound dumbbells. If that's your goal in life, go do freaking steroids. Who cares that you get all this women attention? If you want the women attention, go start an Instagram profile, hire a dating coach, and put on some freaking drip and get famous on Instagram. If you're going for the women attraction, if you're going for the great workouts, there's other ways to go about it. Other more efficient ways, less painful ways. This is not about feeling good. This is about listening to your soul and listening to what God is leading you to do. Because the only types of people that are here watching this type of content are the people that, come hell or high water, they cannot ignore the subtle voice of the universe inside their soul saying, stop wasting your energy. If you try to tell people about about this stuff, they will tell you you are insane. They will tell you that this stuff is all garbage, that it's all stuff you're making up in your head, but it's not, because you know, for you, it is true. You can make 100 different excuses, 100 million different excuses about why it's okay to go back to the websites, about why it's okay to have a girlfriend and just give into your lustful urges as much as you want. But something down, very, very deep within whatever you are, something deep in your body, something deep in your mind, something deep in your soul is telling you, you have to get over this crap now. You've seen what it's done to you. You've seen how it's destroyed your life. And yet you still negotiate with yourself. So funny. You're still negotiating with yourself sometimes. That's the funny thing. You still make excuses about why this stuff is okay. It's like a heroin addict. Like, you know heroin is bad. And you're like, dude, it's bringing nothing to your life. What are you freaking doing? But somehow he does it, and then he backwards rationalizes it, and he comes up with some sort of excuse that he presents to you. Well, I did it because of this reason. That is what you're doing. That is what I'm doing sometimes. Because again, I'm not a perfect man. But what, are we supposed to just roll over and give in to this freaking demon, to this parasite of lust, and say, well, you know, you've already sucked me dry this much, so I might as well let you suck out more of my life force. No, you're here, you're alive, you exist now. And you still have time, attention, and energy that you can save. So you gotta give it over this crap now. And if you don't, I mean, that's your choice, man. That's really your choice. But do you want a life of consciousness? A life where you have your own dominion and access to your free will, free access to transcendent states of connectedness with yourself, of connectedness with other people, of feeling connected with the world around you, with nature, with the universe. I'm not trying to get too airy-fairy and like hippy-dippy with this stuff, but you can't just do semen retention without starting to move in the path of, spiritual concepts, because you realize that the spiritual is just as physical as the physical, and the physical is all fake, and the physical is just as spiritual as the spiritual, right? It's kind of one thing. They're two sides of the same coin. They're two sides of reality. There's the subliminal level of the matrix, and then there's the explicit level of the matrix. And the explicit is what we see around us, when you touch the stove, when you drink a glass of water. It's something you can feel, you can touch, you can taste. But the subliminal level of the matrix, the feeling, the knowing, the type of stuff you tap into when you do like psychedelics. God forbid you do psychedelics. Don't go there, because that'll mess you up in the head. That'll make you very unstable and ungrounded. But I digress. These are both sides of reality, and these are sides you will have to kind of merge when you start to walk the path of semen retention. Because most people, they feel this energy build up inside them, this very, very powerful, vital life force and chi. And the first thing they think is, oh, it's uncomfortable, I gotta release it. But you start to work with this energy, you start to play around with it, you start to transmute it and change it and let it flow through you. You sit in that fire of the pain, of basically wanting to go rub one out. And it's not just, oh, I got over one urge. No. The universe gifted you another dose of energy, and you felt it and you let it sit. and you sat with it and you breathed through it and you let it move into the rest of your body and you did something productive with it, that is not something that goes unnoticed by the universe. Any other man that feels this energy releases it instantly without a second thought of, damn, maybe I should preserve this vital consciousness, this chi, this prana in my system. You said no. Saner heads prevail. I will productively use this energy. And you did something with it. And the universe notices that, and the universe will reward that. And the matrix responds to individuals like you. So get over this thing now while you still can, while you still have time, while you still have a consciousness and a brain that works. Because if you engage with these habits too long, a heroin addict can only do heroin so long before their brain is so fried that they can't even quit if they want to. You are here. You understand. You feel what I'm saying. You have to get over this stuff now, bro. So do it or don't and suffer. So I will see you in the school. Join today, and I will see you also in the next video, my dude. Peace.